Show idea. Ask boomers what they think rent costs. It's so obvious how out of touch boomers are about costs today. I'd love to see a YouTube of man on the street interviews, where we just ask boomers what they think things cost. Rent. A mortgage. How many hours do you think you'd have to work to pay for that? Love to see their faces when they learn about modern costs in their own towns. Flat out telling them they won't have grandkids because their children can't afford them. Explain cuts to social services, while we pay any damn number for a new F-35 attack plane. Look, I know many don't care. I know empathy is short for many of them. But some are very uninformed. They just don't understand the challenges later generations are facing. I'm suggesting education instead of just shaming them. Was just explaining to my mom yesterday how we literally couldn't afford to live on one income. Unless maybe we moved. No, there's no amount of belt tightening that would pay all the bills. Times certainly have changed. My brother lives with us and my mom was paying his rent when he first moved in. My mom would only pay $300, so that's what we took because my brother has mental issues and I wanted to try to help him. More than a year later we have upped the price to $500, but my mom is no longer paying. She genuinely thought $300 was enough for a washer and dryer, a personal bathroom, a room that is the size of a large 2-stall garage, and a full kitchen. In BC of the situation, we couldn't talk to her about the cost of it all. Like the $300 hardly covered the jump in our electric, water, and propane bill from when he moved in. Statistically, people in the 1960s had to pay about 1/6 the amount that we do now for housing in relation to income. If you're comparing the median salary to the average home price, even with most women working now, unlike then, it's still at least 3 times more expensive. It's a banana, Michael. How much could it cost? My in-laws did not believe me when I said my son's health insurance had a $7,000 deductible. I saw a video the other day where a millennial-age woman was visiting her family for the holidays. After her grandmother had passed, her parents revealed that the grandma left a large sum of money for her for a big life event, like buying a home. They were very hesitant on giving it to her then, or waiting until said life event occurred. Eventually they decided to give up the money. It was $1,500 USD. Her plane ticket to visit was $1,000. My parents sold their home and moved into a smaller luxury condo this year. The lobby of their building looks like a 4-star hotel. But my dad keeps complaining to me because he hasn't had to deal with everyday renter issues for over 40 years. I've come to realize that my parents were spoiled rotten by family money, and have no coping or problem-solving skills except paying someone else to deal with it. It's like the parent and child roles have been reversed. I feel like I need to take away his inheritance so that he learns how to solve problems for himself. Ask the rich what they think rent costs. Ask boomers to apply for jobs without nepotism. Watch them get told again and again to apply online. My adorably out-of-touch father is 72 and he asked how much a 2-bedroom would be in Austin, TX. He said can't be more than $800. I told him try $18,002,000 at the minimum. Explaining cost of living to a boomer is a waking nightmare, as it leads to the unending, you need to live within your means, lecture. About Tree Fitty. When my estranged aunt died in January, my mom helped her children clean out her apartment. It was a 2-bedroom, 2-bath in a nice Atlanta suburb. My mom, aged 73, told me her rent was just outrageous. It's $1,500 per month. Can you believe that? Mom. Mine is $1,900 per month for a 2BR, 2BA. $1,500 is an outstanding deal. I think most people who don't rent would be pretty bad at the game. Regardless of age. I haven't rented in 7 years. I could tell you what rent is now. Ask a politician how to cook ramen noodles. It's just rent, Michael. What could it cost? $10. This would be great. I am a senior in high school. I can't afford to go to college. I can't afford to stay in the job I am currently at even though I love the people. My family wants me to move out when I finish high school. They don't seem to understand that if I move out I will be homeless in a few months unless I can get a better job. Housing is super expensive here due to urban sprawl. The minimum wage is so low that companies are hiring no experience needed at nearly double the minimum, and it's still not enough to rent an apartment and pay utilities, food, and insurance. I want to have a house. I want to have a place to call my own. I want to be able to have a family. Sadly, it's a dream I will not be able to fulfill for at least 20 years, maybe more. Maybe never at the current rate of things. I like this variant of the price of milk question as it's generational rather than rich, poor. Many boomers rent. Half my income pays for a studio apartment. Boomers have grandchildren already. They are in their 70s.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.